Hey, 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 namaste, witchlings. Oh, having a smidge bit of technical difficulty today. Oh, yep. As he said, my earbuds are not cooperating. Oh, excuse. Oh, hell. I needed to make more coffee again. God. Almost made 2 cups of coffee this morning. Decided not to. Oh. It is definitely fucking Monday. Oh my gosh. Hey, Chloe. Hey, Joram. I see John. I see a Hazel. Oh, Chloe, go get some sleep. I see you've probably got the flu. Ugh. It is nastier than usual this year. What did I do that for? Okay. What to do? Now we got it. All right. All right. Put the glasses case up. Didn't grab the fucking glasses. We are doing stellar today. All right, as usual, be mindful of the energy you bring into this space, and you will be respectful in my chat, because if you are not, Arnold and the mods will be finding you with the bun hammer.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Duba. Yeah, I hear that a lot. His doesn't even make one of my braids anymore. He is quite envious of my hair. Oof. I remember going in for a cut for Locks of Love, and they usually put your hair in a ponytail and cut it. They had to put mine into 2 or 3 because one was too thick for them to cut, even with the clippers. Yeah, I got some serious hair. My darling grandfather, when he passed away, had a thick head of white hair, and it took him years before his hair was white. Oh, that is cool, John. Okay, so... Oh, okay, so... Joram, she is not saying anything bad about it. She's just finding amusement that you're referring to her as 2000 instead of Chloe. It took me a minute to figure out what Joram was doing. He's calling people by the number. And Joram saying, what of it, is not him being rude. That is just... There's a little bit of a language barrier here. Yes. So, and he's like, yeah, his syntax is different. He's, if I'm reading correctly, he's being a little silly and just poking fun and trying to be lighthearted and nice. Oh, these need to go over there. Oh, shit, I could eat my gummies later. All right. Oh. Hey, Mimi, I see yous. Yes. Go rest. Go rest, Chloe. I'm having trouble with names right now. My brain is just... All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get moving here. Oh, hi, Mike. I see you here somewhere. At least I think I saw Mike. Pretty sure I saw him somewhere. We're doing good. I'm not breathing as well as I thought. We'll fix that later. All right, everybody. Come on, everybody. Come on, everybody. Anyway. All right, my loves. Nope. Is that still okay, or should I leave it there? That's what I thought. That's where it should be. Thought it was too bright. I played with it last night. All right, here we go. Today's episode Okay. Today's episode invites you to slow down and detach with intention, with series guiding growth Varagya. Ma! Today's episode invites you to slow down and detach with intention, with series guiding growth, Vairagya teaching release, and a journey to your peaceful place. We reflect on boundaries, inner calm, and choosing clarity over urgency. Hello, 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 and namaste, my witchlings. Welcome, 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 one and all. Welcome, 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 one and all to Daily Divinations and Self-Care, where magic meets mindfulness, and we take just a moment to honor the day, listen to the cards, and tend to ourselves along the way. Now, whether you're returning or joining us here for the very first time, I am so incredibly glad you're here. Hey, hi, hello, and I am Di, your yoga witch and guide today, and this is your daily pause for reflection, insight, and care. So, go grab your favorite crystal. I am playing with my little tiger's eye Triceratops. Light your favorite candle or some incense for that aromatherapy. Settle in with your cup of tea, coffee, or whatever brew fills your mug today, and let's step into the day's wisdom and self-care together. Now, if by any chance this space resonates with you, don't forget to do the whole like, share, and subscribe thing, because it helps our witchling community grow. Speaking of growing our community, oh boy, you can now join us as a Witchling member. Your membership helps me keep creating all of this magic, and it lets us stay connected in deeper, far more meaningful ways. So if you feel called to support the channel and you have the financial means to do so, you would like to step just a little closer into this coven, go ahead and tap that join button and come on in. We have a birthday today. We have a birthday. Let's check in with everybody else. All right. Namaste. Whoops. Hee hee. My bad. Hee. You're the first one. I think that was a typo, Joram. There we go. Ooh. Yep, I know. I keep dinging the damn thing. I already addressed. Okay. Lighter. Aha! Flamer flamed. Lighter flamed. Okay. Ooh, prawn cocktail. That sounds interesting. If I weren't allergic to shrimp. I remember eating shrimp as a kid, though. Anyways. I know, it's all good. I am fluent in typo and in the way younger kids type. We have birthday today. We have a very cool birthday today. All right, my lovelies, my witchlings. One of my oldest and dearest friends is celebrating her birthday today. Thanks to the wonders of social media, we reconnected, oh God, pushing 25 years ago after nearly 20 years of no contact because we both moved away from our old hometown. I am so insanely grateful to have reconnected. Sarah, my darling, my dear, I truly, truly hope you have the most amazing birthday today. Happy birthday, old friend. As I light this flame, may it shine as a beacon of hope for those finding their way through the darkness. We hold this light in remembrance and solidarity with survivors and victims of gun and domestic violence, for witchlings and their loved ones facing difficult moments, and keeping all of them within our sacred circle here. And with the lighting of our candle, our circle is now closed, and we extend our invitation to the ancestors to join us here today. Clink. There we go. Yep. All right. And of course, I don't have anything to drink here in the office with me today. Such is life. I just feel stupid. There's always something I forget to do before going live, whether it's a fresh cup of coffee or what. All right. Man behind the curtain is going to fix the coffee issue. I am so grateful for him, let me tell you. But you know what? While he does that, we're gonna look. All right, you guys. It is now time to look at the holidays and observances that are popping up today. So, what holidays are we seeing today? It is International Day of Commemoration in memory of the victims of the Holocaust. So today we remember lives stolen by hatred, systems built on dehumanization, and the consequences of silence. Remembrance is not passive. It is a commitment to tell the truth, to resist erasure, and to speak up when harm is being done. May we honor the dead by protecting the living. Never again is not a slogan. It is a responsibility. Hint, hint, Americans. It is Speak Up and Succeed Day. Your voice is not a nuisance. Your truth is not too much. Speaking up, especially when it feels uncomfortable, is often the doorway to real change, growth, and success. You don't need to shout. You just need to be honest, clear, and willing to take up space. It is Vietnam Peace Day. Are we seeing a theme here? It is Vietnam Peace Day. Peace is not forgetting, it's remembering with intention. Today honors lives lost, families changed forever, and the long echoes of war that still ripple through generations. May we choose diplomacy over destruction, care over conquest, and peace that includes healing, not silence. And then we have a couple of less serious ones. World Breast Pumping Day. Serious but. Feeding a child is work. Pumping is work. Navigating bodies, schedules, exhaustion, and systems that rarely make space for caregivers is real labor, and it deserves recognition. Today, we honor parents doing their best, however that looks. And then last but not least, we have a fun one. Thomas Crapper Day. Yes, really. Today we honor the innovations that made modern sanitation possible because public health, dignity, and clean water matter. Sometimes progress looks glamorous. Sometimes it looks like a properly functioning toilet. Both are worth celebrating. And that, my lovely witchlings, are our holidays. How are you going to weave them into your magic today? Let me know in the comments because I really love hearing how you guys are celebrating. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Love it. Love it. I feel you, John. My brains are not... My brain is not firing on all syllables. I saw you. Where are you? Okay. He's in the doorway. Oh, it is Monday. I feel like I haven't slept in a week again. I know I have. It's just my body hates me. Welcome to die having a fibro flare. I don't get so much of the pain. I get stiff and I get exhausted constantly. Thank you, my love. We have fresh. Check out the steamy coffee. He loves me. He's frustrated with me beyond belief, but he loves me. All right. I like that one. I like that one. Oh, Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O. Yes, they are. It took me a second. And they are in that order in her name. And it took me a second to figure it out. And then when he said the E-I-E-I-O, that's what made me giggle. I'm like, oh my God. Oh... I will never forget, Beauty and the Beast had just come out. And she duetted the Beauty and the Beast theme with, Bebo Bryson. And she was on stage singing, I can't remember what now. And I commented to the family at large that she was the one who had sung Beauty and the Beast. And I remember my oldest brother looking at me and going, that ugly ass bitch sang that. And I'm like, yeah? Well, go fuck yourself, asshole. Because I did not like him calling her an ugly ass bitch. Yeah, you very likely have apnea or just a sleep issue, because when I'm not breathing well in my sleep or I'm not using my CPAP regularly, I wake up bitchy and cranky, no energy, no patience, and more tired than I was when I went to bed. Yeah, doom scrolling right before bed doesn't help a whole lot either. Oh, I might need more creamer. That's okay. That's okay. No worries. Oh. Okay, that might be part of it then. No worries. That's what it is. Okay. Hi. So he and I... We have different settings on the Keurig. I use the biggest setting, and he uses 2 down from that, the middle one. And we both have a habit of, when we make coffee for the other one, using our setting. And yeah, he accidentally used his and then decided to fix it by trying to fix it, and now the ratio between coffee and creamer is slightly off. Oh well. I'll live. I am just grateful he made me coffee. And John, that one's good. Oh. I can't remember whether it was the Pepsi distributor was in a meeting for a distribution for someone for a contract with them, and the employee offered Coke, or if it was the Coke distributor and they offered Pepsi. Oh, that is true. I forget not everybody knows that. I read too much. Go get some rest, Hazel. Rest well, my friend. Rest well, little sister. Yep. I wonder... Mimi will talk. I forgot to get in touch with Mimi and Aaron last night. Son of a sea biscuit. Anyways. Alright. Let's go ahead and get started here and get back to business. What? Okay. All right. Goddess. That's what we're doing. Okay, my witchlings. It is time to honor our goddess of the day. She is a divine presence to inspire, guide, and walk with us on our journey. Today's goddess, Ceres. Ceres. Brain glitched. Here we go. Ceres, Roman goddess of corn and creation, turns our attention back to the land and to what we are cultivating for the year ahead. She governs fertility, growth, and the harvest, reminding us that what we nourish now, both in soil and in spirit, will shape what matures later. Her name, meaning to create, lives on in our daily bread and breakfast cereals, underscoring her enduring connection to essential food and sustenance. Today is about grounding into growing energy. Eat a grain-based food, cornbread, corn, cereal, wheat, or bread, to honor Ceres and to reconnect with the rhymes and nourishment rhythm. Fuck my life. Eat a grain-based food, cornbread, corn, cereal, wheat, or bread, to honor Ceres and reconnect with the rhythms of nourishment and abundance. Through simple acts of eating, we remember our dependence on the earth and our partnership with it. If you garden or care for plants, tend the soil today, even briefly. The Romans devoted a full week around this time to blessing the land and calling on Ceres as the spirit within all vegetables. You can echo this by placing seeds on an altar or special spot, visualizing them filled with warm golden light. Let them rest there, absorbing intention and earth wisdom until planting season arrives. And that, my loves, is today's goddess. I am tripping over my teeth. I am not being able to talk straight today. He's making fun of me, but that's okay. Oh, you are so welcome, John. You're poking. It did. And I said you're making fun of what I said. I am not speaking straight today, which isn't surprising considering I'm not straight, but we're not going to go there right now. Because of the wonderful things he does. We're off to see the wizard. He just said, yeah, right here. Okay, my loves. Are we ready for the cards? I am so ready to get into the cards. Yup, that's what I'm thinking. I say, are we ready for the cards? And he said, nope, but we're going there anyway. Oh, my good gravy. All right, y'all. Let's see what the Oracle has to share. Oof. Today's first card. I am their light. Followed by... someone is unhappy. Prayer flags. And last but not least, lies and partial truths. I was just thinking how I really think the cat on this is cute, and somebody decided to voice his opinion. All right. Somebody else said meow. All right. I recognize that I am their light, even when circumstances try to obscure it. Yet it's clear that someone is unhappy, stirred by a narrative built on lies and partial truths that have been brain glitched. All right. I recognize that I am their light, even when circumstances try to obscure it. Yet it is clear that someone is unhappy, stirred by a narrative built on lies and partial truths that have been scattered about me. These distortions are not rooted in reality, but in discomfort with my presence and authenticity. Beneath the surface, I sense envy, not of what I possess, but of what I embody. Rather than dimming my light, this only confirms its strength. I remain grounded in my truth, knowing that clarity always outlives deception, and authenticity cannot be undone by jealousy dressed as rumor. Those are our oracles today. He's stalking me, and I'm terrified of the murder mittens in the tushy. He meowed at me. Let me finish the cards. You missed the goddess, sweetheart. We'll pick you up when I get done with the cards, okay? Hang out. All right. It is time now for the unicorns. Rushing forward could cost you more than you realize. Pause, reassess your path, and take an honest look at who and what truly supports your growth and what may be holding you back. So, our first card today is the Nine of Rods reversed. You risk rushing headlong into a project or situation, impetuosity, and a need to think twice before acting. Following that is the Hermit. The Hermit reversed, actually. We're going to try this one again. Following that is the Hermit reversed. Feeling alone, you versus the world, failure and immaturity. Last but not least, the Three of Rods. Reassessment of associations. Decide what is best or what is holding you back. All right. The Nine of Rods reversed warns of a tendency to charge forward too quickly, leaping into yet another commitment without fully pausing to assess the cost. Restlessness and impulsive energy may be driving your decisions right now, making it essential to slow down and think before acting. At the same time, the Hermit reversed reflects a deep sense of isolation, a feeling that you are standing alone as though it's you against the world. This emotional fatigue naturally ushers in the Three of Rods, calling for a careful reevaluation of your connections, alliances, and long-term direction. Now is the moment to look honestly at what supports your growth and what quietly holds you back, and to choose your path with intention rather than urgency. All right, that's our tarot for today. All right, my loves. Let us now bring the Oracle and Tarot together into one clear message, a single stream of guidance flowing through each and every card. Drop a comment and let me know what resonates here. Whew. All right, so our story opens with the quiet knowing that you are their light, even as shadows gather around you. Whispers, lies, and partial truths have been spread, not because of who you are failing to be, but because your presence unsettles someone who is deeply unhappy. That undercurrent of jealousy creates pressure, and under that pressure, the Nine of Rods reversed appears, warning that exhaustion and defensiveness may push you to rush headlong into new plans or battles before you're truly ready. Acting too quickly now could drain what little energy you have left. At the same time, the Hermit reversed reveals a painful sense of isolation. You may feel misunderstood, exposed, or as though you're standing alone while others distort your story. This loneliness clouds perspective, making it harder to trust your inner guidance. From here, the Three of Rods steps forward, inviting a reckoning. This is a moment to reassess your alliances, your direction, and your long-term vision. Not everyone deserves to see your light or access to your light. Choose what supports your expansion, release what holds you back, and move forward with clarity. Not urgency, but intention. That, my friends, is our entire reading today. And now, our affirmation. I honor my light without rushing to prove it. I trust my inner guidance, choose my alliances with clarity, and move forward at a pace that protects my energy and supports my growth. That's our affirmation today. All right, my witchlings, step into dietheYogaWitch.shop, where magic meets movement and everyday rituals get an upgrade. Browse my handmade intention-infused jewelry and then snuggle up with Die the Yoga Witch mugs, yoga mats, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, dog hoodies, cat collars, and so much more. Treat yourself, bless a friend, maybe even your familiar, and bring a little bit of witchy sparkle into your daily life. Once again, that is at dietheYogaWitch.shop. And now, my loves, if you are enjoying this podcast and would like to step deeper into our coven, consider clicking on that join button and becoming a member of this channel. There are some amazing perks for all of my witchlings, with levels starting at a single solitary $1 a month. Also, a quick little reminder that you can also help our channel for free by subscribing and sharing this video with a friend. I very much appreciate all the support you guys are giving us. Thank you so very much for tuning in. All right, back to the show. Oops. All right, hello, we're back. Hi, fuzzy butts. Yep, put the microphone back where it's supposed to be. Duh. All right. Oh, there he is. Hold on a second, everybody. Come here. All right. Come here, fuzzy butts. There we go. Come on. Get up here. Come here. I don't care. Look at the fuzzy butts. Hey, hey, hey. There it goes. Ha. He's happy now. He missed the goddess, so he has to come harass us. Hi, baby. You are, John, and I think you're right. Look at this happy boy. It's the lack of tangible results that is making you feel like you're not doing much. And trust me. I know that feeling, though. Oh, hi, sweet boy. Are you happier now? Yeah, I tend to feel more productive after I've made 4 or 5 pairs of earrings than after I've generated the entire week's content and gotten it set up to post. Because I actually have something I can hold in my hand saying, hey, look at this. I did this. Yep, I did a thing. I made this. The motor is running. Now that's an idea. A whiteboard with a goal meter on it so you can color in your progress. You whip your tail too much, you're going to put the candle out or light your tail on fire. We are not... Knock it off. Maybe I shouldn't tell him to knock it off because he's trying to knock shit off. He's a cat. Yes, I did. No, I did not. It's sitting on my laptop right now. It has a plate under it. I would rather set it on my laptop than let Fuzzbutt light his tail on fire and then whip his tail around and set my office on fire. I love my cat. All right. It did. I apologize, everyone. Okay. All right, my loves. Ooh. Did you good kitty? Are you a good kitty? You're an obnoxious kitty, but you're a good kitty. Yep. It is time for our Sanskrit bit. Yay! All right. Vairagya is our word for the day, or for the week. Vairagya doesn't ask us to stop caring about life. It asks us to stop clinging to it. To weave Vairagya into today, start by noticing where your energy leaks. Not dramatically, gently. Where are you replaying conversations, grasping for outcomes, or bracing against what you cannot control? Vairagya invites you to loosen your grip there, not in defeat, but in trust. Now, in practice, this can look like doing the thing with sincerity and then releasing the need for praise or results. Letting emotions move through without immediately fixing, judging, or narrating them. Choosing simplicity over excess, fewer reactions, fewer justifications, fewer battles. Returning to the body when the mind wants to spiral into what ifs. Indifference here is not apathy, it's not attachment. It's saying, I will show up fully and I will not bleed myself dry trying to control how this turns out. Vairagya today might be as small as not responding right away, as quiet as setting something down, and as powerful as trusting that you are still whole even when you don't grasp. Less grasping, more ease. That's our practice. And that's our Sanskrit bit for today. Okay, now, we now have Namaste. Namaste says, travel to your peaceful place. You don't have to jump on an airplane to experience that place of personal power and tranquility that leaves you feeling rejuvenated. Instead of a physical vacation, travel to your favorite place often using visualization. Close your eyes and relax your body. Imagine a place you feel connected to that gives you a sense of peace and or power. Often, this is a place in nature that you have enjoyed and may know quite well. It may also be a place you have never physically been, but you would like to go. Rest here for a while and pay attention to each sense. Is the wind blowing your hair? Do you smell sweet grass or the soft, damp earth? What do you see? Pay attention to these details, and as you continue to practice, your place may become more and more vivid. Traveling to your peaceful place can help to relax your mind and body. That is our namaste today. Husband just whacked the mouse with his tail. Now it is time, my friends, for self-compassion. Self-compassion asks us to lean in deeper. Is a part of your emotional experience calling out in pain or discomfort? Can you just be with it without trying to change it for 5 breaths? And that, my friends, is our self-compassion for today. Okay, we're going to redo that. Come here, goober. Okay. No, it hasn't. All right. Okay. We're going to redo self-compassion. All right. That, my friends, is today's self-compassion. My desk is a mess now, courtesy of Fuzzy Butts. Oh, hello. It is that time, isn't it? It is time for our little moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. We have a Zen koan and a quote from Thomas Merton. Give me just a second. Not only did my earbud fall out, it dove into the trash can. Oh, shit. I think he muted me. I can only imagine what that sounded like on his end. I am so sorry, babe. Here we go. Let's try that again, shall we? Oh. It is so Monday today, y'all. I feel so bad. All right, here we go one more time. It is time for our moment of Zen from the Little Book of Zen. We have a Zen koan, and a quote from Thomas Merton. Our Zen koan. After taking the high seat to preach to the assembly, Fa Yen raised his hand and pointed. After taking the high seat to preach to the assembly, Fa Yen raised his hand and pointed to the bamboo blinds. 2 monks went over and rolled them up in the same way. Fa Yen said, "One gains, one loses." And our quote from Thomas Merton. The thing about Zen is that it pushes contradictions to their ultimate limit, where one has to choose between madness and innocence. And Zen suggests that we may be driving toward one or the other on a cosmic scale. Driving toward them because one way or the other, as madmen or innocents, we are already there. It might be good to open our eyes and see. And that, my loves, is our moment of Zen for today. And now our blessing. May today meet you with clarity instead of haste. May your light remain steady, untouched by misunderstanding or envy. May you recognize which paths are yours to walk and which are yours to release. And may your choices be guided by wisdom, not urgency, as you move forward in truth and calm. Blessed be, and namaste, my witchlings. And now, my witchlings, it's time to wrap up the show for today. With the extinguishing of our candle, our circle is now open, and we extend our eternal gratitude to the ancestors for joining us today. All right, my friends. Ow. Monday. It is Monday. All right, you guys, before we go, a quick little reminder that this space exists solely because of our Witchling community here. There are no corporate sponsors, no corporate sponsors, simply shared magic, mutual care, and a whole lot of love. Thank the gods. So please do me the favor of liking this video, sharing the channel, and subscribing to our channel. And if you have the financial wherewithal to be able to do so, please join the channel as at least a Witchling member. You guys are the absolute best. Okay, guys, let's go out and spread love, spread joy, and spread kindness, because there's already so much darkness and hate in this world. Please let us each choose to be steady lights for those finding their way through it. And be sure to tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, or claws, that they matter deeply to you. Time moves so much faster than any of us realize, and those chances to say I love you are never, ever guaranteed. If there is one thing you take away from everything we do here every day, and one thing only, please let it be that you always, always, always remember. You are loved. You are wanted. You are needed, and your purpose here is real and genuine, even if you haven't discovered it yet. It took me till I was 45 to find mine. I love you guys all so much. Namaste, my witchlings. Oh, hello, hello. I'm singing to myself. I grabbed my creamer. Put the camera back on. All right. Yep. We go glub, glub, glub. Add the creamer to the coffee. See? Coffee Mate Peppermint Mocha Creamer. Better known as Di's Lifeblood. He can't stand the amount of creamer I use. All right. Ooh. Don't mind me setting up the candle for tomorrow. We actually burned the candle out today. There we go. Blob. All right. There we go. What am I doing? I'm going to move the mouse. I'm going to... Boom. Hey, Mike! Ha! I'm an expert at kicking my own butt. Yes. Oh. It's so Monday, I swear. I'm losing my ever-loving chiz. You know, looking to make sure I don't have an animal laying next to my chair has become second nature. And the few times that I don't, it never fails. There's one there. Address what? Yeah, Mimi, Mimi, I need to talk to you as soon as we're done here today, because I can talk to you and do the little bit of stuff I need to do at my desk. We're going to chit-chat. Nothing bad. You have not done anything wrong. Sorry. You have not done anything wrong. I know all too well how you're feeling right now. Yeah, you did not do anything. Yep. You have not done anything wrong. You are fine. It's just I am seeing far more of myself in you than I am comfortable admitting, because I've been there so many times. I'm still there quite frequently, especially when dealing with the family I grew up in. I am finally no longer saying just my family, because my cousins, who absolutely adore me, get rather pissed off when I say that my family hates me. They take rather serious offense at that, so I am working on saying my family of origin, or the family I grew up in. Yeah, my immediate family, because my extended family thinks I'm pretty fucking cool. And I have managed in the last, since I got out of the Navy, since I got up to Washington, the few friends that I have made up here are really amazing people. And I am so fucking blessed to have them in my life. And you guys. Thank you, Joram. The reason the family of origin does not like me, I am the rainbow sheep of the black sheep's family. My mother very much was the black sheep of her family, and did everything in her power to isolate me from her family. And so in the last, I would say, 15 years, because Jesus Christ, you and I have been together for 15 years in fucking October. So yeah, the last 15 years, I have had the opportunity to get to know her family, especially since she kicked the fucking bucket a few years back. God, it's been so nice and peaceful. I am discovering just how much like her sister I am, which, I'll be honest, thrills me to no end. My aunt has brought me to tears multiple times in the last 3 years. Just by being supportive. At MeWe last weekend, well, weekend before last, because yesterday technically was last weekend. At the MeWe fair, we were getting done setting up when I was texting my sister-in-law. I'm gonna cry now thinking about it. It is such, even today, a strange feeling to have people I consider family cheering for me. And not because of anything I could do for them, but simply cheering for me to be successful. It's a totally alien concept. And it just, as you can see, it makes me extremely emotional. it feels wrong because of my family of origin. And I'm finally getting used to it, because for many, many, many years, I felt the way Mimi does, you know, that I'm a burden, I'm obnoxious, that nobody actually really gives a flying fuck about me. I'm, you know, I'm the one that causes problems. I'm dramatic. Oh my God, the number of fucking meltdowns I had because my family would, I'm pretty sure, deliberately trigger me just. Oh my God. I remember one, it was around Veterans Day, because Knott's Berry Farm was doing free entrance for military dependents and veterans. And my ex-husband and I had made plans with my family that we were going to all go together. I get a call from, I think, my brother. And he mentions that they're at the park then. And I'm like, I thought we were all going together. And I got told that they had decided to go without me. And I lost it. Now I understand it was the rejection sensitive dysphoria that goes with the ADHD of the autism. At the time, to everybody else, I was just, you know, throwing a tantrum. Yes, I saw that last night. I was going to mention it to you. The man behind the curtain is scrolling through the news and just saw that they have discovered a link between PTSD and long COVID. Is there any grudge or... I agree, Joram. Why are people so fucking arrogant? Yep. You could, Mimi. And I have been concerned about that with you. And I understand why you do it. Oh God, do I understand why you do it? But please remember, you are loved and wanted here. You have made friends here. Hey, Philip. Welcome to Chillin with the Witchlings. This is basically... I just knocked my cell phone stand off the laptop with my glasses. Nothing broke. Yup. Nothing broke. But it is Monday. I am being clumsier than usual. As I was starting to say, welcome to our essentially after party. This is what we do after we do Di's Daily Divination and Self-Care. Hey, Sam Edmund, that's a cool name, from Scotland. Cool. Oh, that's fine. Philip is from Australia, so we have an Aussie and a Scot. All right. Nice. Oh, yeah, well, of course. Yup, we got a couple people from the heartland of America, a couple of Brits. I think we've only got one in the chat right now. You know, we got a Chilean. We're missing a couple of Canadians. That's what we need here. Hey guys, do me a huge favor and go follow Di the Yoga Witch and Yoga with Dailin on Facebook. I want to get to 100 followers on Facebook so I can start live streaming all of this to my Facebook pages. I had the numbers I needed until I lost that damn account for a year and a half. Yep, I saw that. And well... Oh, we do? Yes! We actually have 100 people there, so please still go follow us on Facebook. I spend a lot of time there. That is going to be awesome. And then I might be able to get I might be able to get Feifei to come watch. Thank you. Are you Sam, Edmund? What should I call you, my friend? Hello, Tom. Ooh, what part of England are you from, Tom? We have a Londoner in here. A couple of them, but only one right now. Thank you, Philip. This is my Pepto-Bismol room. The man behind the curtain hates it when I say that because he thinks I'm being rude. I have to consistently... That's right. I know, I still worry that that it upsets you. I happen to really love Pepto-Bismol, so the fact that that's the color my room came out, I'm fine with it. Oh, Southwest UK. Okay, coolio. Call you Sam. We'll remember that. Nice. Now, how am I doing this in not so democracy land? Thank you. Aside from the fact I know I'm on at least one, if not multiple government watch lists at this point, I'm just doing my thing until they, bust down my door. So that's where I'm at. Part of that is, you can see the little flag thing here. That is my oath of enlistment from when I was active duty military. I swore an oath to support and defend the Constitution. I was never relieved of that oath, simply my active duty status. And so I am no oath breaker. And part of why I do this every day is to continue reminding people that we are still here, we are still resisting, and some of us still care. Not all of us, actually a large portion of us, do not support the Naranja Pendejo. I'm just going to keep referring to him as that because it's so much fun to say. And we are no longer, insulting Cheetos by calling him the fascist Cheeto. Which still sounds fun too. Boop, boop, boom. Dude, you are so not wrong, Lamp Lady. I do feel like this is a frickin' never-ending SNL skit. I like the Gayborhood. That's kind of a cool one. Although it does very much make me think Cap Hill or... I know. It does kind of make me think of Cap Hill or Hillcrest in San Diego. Both of which are places I have spent a lot of time. Yeah, we worry about self-deletion too, Mimi. That's why I want to touch base when we're done here today. Oh, hello. Mousy, come here. We forgot to click that. He did it. I clicked the right one even. Yay. Hey, James. Yes, San Diego is awesome. I miss San Diego. Yep. Oh, I'm impressed. Terry picked up when I said Hillcrest. He knew I was talking about San Diego. I miss San Diego. I do not want to live there, but gods do I want to go back and visit someday. I spent... Well, let's see. I moved into the apartment June 6th of 98. And then we left San Diego August of 2004. So, and I spent about a year there from 6 months from December of 95 through July of 96. So, uh-oh. Dunk. Barber. Hi. I love my people here. I love the fact that everybody's looking out for each other. You are great. It did, John. It very much did. Because yeah, you have a point. And Although he does look like he uses Cheeto dust as his foundation set powder, right? Setting powder? I don't know. I do. Nope. I'm gonna try to not talk too much politics. But you know, it really is fucked up that my mere existence has become political. Oh, we don't use that word in this chat. That is a racial slur along the same lines as the N-word. We don't do that here. It might be, but nope, I don't allow that word. Sorry, it's nope. I love my people. This is why I'm building this community. Mutual aid, self-care, love, and support. That's what we're here for. I need more coffee. The one that starts with G and is a slur for the Romani people. Of course we are. No, not gay. Gay is not the slur I'm referring to. Yes, the G word. But I'm not saying gay, it's the GY. I am trying to not say it. But like I said, it's frequently used as a synonym for bohemian or a traveler. It is a slur for the Romani. Yeah. I have tried very hard to remove it from my vocabulary. I finally did. So, yeah. Now I'm getting warm again. Are you Romani, James? That's kind of cool. I'm learning more about the culture, although I do understand why not much is known about them. Similar persecution to Romani isn't a religion, but a religious and ethnic group in the 1930s and 40s. I gotta clean my desk. That is cool. Who's doing what with how many gophers? I really like her music. She's got some really awesome music. I have yet to hear anything scandalous about her. That's cool. So, yeah, I like her. I will admit that for a long time, while I loved the song Fast Car, I never listened to the lyrics closely enough to realize she says working as a checkout girl. And so I did not realize Tracy Chapman was a woman until the country singer recorded a version of Fast Car, and I cannot remember his name. And I feel stupid for that one. Uh-oh. He just went, oh, there it is. That means he was looking for something. Not exactly sure I want to know what he was looking for. I need to move that so I don't try to grab it and take a drink of it. All right. I swear I'm going batshit crazier. I have reorganized, but I still feel... I feel like I moved something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what I'm looking for. Ah, hey, we are live on Facebook again. Yay! Oh, thank you, Tom. Hey, James, you're doing pretty good out there. So we're back on Facebook? How cool is that shit? Yay! I wonder if this will show comments from Facebook or if it's still only going to show... Nope, it's only going to show YouTube. Yeah, that is cool. Okay. I'm so excited we are back live on Facebook. I have missed streaming to Facebook because, well, I have some really amazing friends and family who are still on Facebook. And for whatever reason, have yet to make their way over to YouTube. Really, really. That's cool as shit. I'm going to do this. And go there. Yeah, you do it. Thank you, thank you. How often do I do my lives? Let me take a sip and I'll give you our schedule. Okay. Yes, I am a witch. All right, now. I am Seattle-based, so all of my times here are Pacific time. Sunday through Thursday, we do Di's Daily Divination and Self-Care at 1:30 p.m. And then Friday, we do Coffee and Cues with Di the Yoga Witch, also at 1:30 p.m. And then we segue directly from Coffee and Cues and Daily Divination and Self-Care into what you guys have found here, which is Chillin with the Witchlings. Tuesday evening at 5:30 p.m. we do Bitch and Witch, where I take a current event or some current events that have me pissed the fuck off, and I get to rant and rave about them and kind of weave in the theme of the week into it. Wednesday at 10:30 p.m. we go live for Witchlings Around the Cauldron, Midnight Mass, or Witchlings Around the Hearthfire, either way. Midnight Mass. Thursday night at 5:30 p.m. I have the Yoga Witch's Cauldron, which is just my regular podcast where I talk about witchy shit, yoga shit, how to meld them both together. Also weaving in our Sanskrit word of the week and our weekly theme. Saturday is my day off. I get all of my content for the week created on Saturday and get it scheduled to post. And then there are random weekends where we have Di the Yoga Witch in the Wild, where I am at an event, such as not last weekend, which was yesterday technically, but a week ago. Why am I gesturing over my shoulder? Anyway, a week ago I was at an event in Bellevue, Washington with the MeWe fairs, Metaphysical Wellness Fairs. The 22nd of next month, I will be at Pickering Barn in Issaquah, Washington with the Pacific Northwest Witches Market. And what I do at those events are, I read tarot, oracle, pendulum. I sell t-shirts. I sell jewelry that I have made myself. I actually just Saturday made some candles, and we will be making more of those to sell at Seeds of Light next month. And this is pretty much what I do. Geek of the Week. Dude, that sounds awesome. I want to see it, John. That sounds so much fun. That sounds so much fun. Thank you, John. No worries. Tomorrow is Tuesday. If you don't catch the live stream Tuesday, pop on in for Bitch and Witch. Now, a little heads up. When I am doing something where I have to focus on what I'm saying, I have a script in front of me. We do hide the chat from me because as well as being a witch and a yoga instructor, hence the Di the Yoga Witch, I am also autistic and ADHD as fuck. And I will get distracted by the least little thing and get sidetracked and never get back to my topic. So, I do check in with the chat during the podcasts. It's just not as often as I do during my dailies. I am a service-connected disabled veteran. I am... Speaking of, we're gonna mute that. The timing of that was beautiful. The Facebook Live is up on my laptop where the Discord conversation I am in with the man behind the curtain is. And I just heard myself in my ear going, I get distracted as fuck. And I'm like, speaking of. I am a wife. The man behind the curtain is the technomancer you see here in the chat. He is one of my mods. He and I are also, as I just said, in a voice chat on Discord on my laptop. We've been together for coming up 15 years. God help me. I didn't think it'd been that long. I am a mom of 3 amazing young adults. All 3 of them are like their mother. We are all on the autism spectrum. And, well, we're all queer. You know what? I will go ahead and reread today's Little Book of Zen quotes. So, what James is asking for is I wrap up our daily live stream with a quote from the Little Book of Zen. And today's quotes... Oh, hey, look, this explains what a cone is. Anyway, today's quotes were a Zen cone and a quote from Thomas Merton. After taking the high seat to preach to the assembly, Fa Yen raised his hand and pointed to the bamboo blinds. 2 monks went over and rolled them up in the same way. Fa Yen said, "One gains, one loses." That is a Zen cone. And then Thomas Merton. The thing about Zen is that it pushes contradictions to their ultimate limit, where one has to choose between madness and innocence. And Zen suggests that we may be driving toward one or the other on a cosmic scale. Driving toward them because, one way or the other, as madmen or innocents, we are already there. It might be good to open our eyes and see. And again, our moment of Zen. I got it, babe. Haha. Okay. You may have to log out and log back in, Mimi. That's what I'm being told. Because, yeah, you're still blue on my end. All right. Let's see what else. Oh, we frequently get interrupted by at least one of the furry children. Chief Purball McFuzzbutt likes to come in and put his 2 cents worth in. He is not in here currently. And then we have Tookers, who is my German Shepherd Malamute mix. He usually comes in and says hi at some point. Go get some rest, James. Good night, my friend. Sleep well. So... this is what we do here. The autistic ADHD distraction. I am goofy as hell, and there's the babies, and we'll just kind of randomly say shit. I'm also very much a theater kid. I will randomly break out into song because something I said reminds me. Case in point, we have our 3 holidays every day where I just start singing freaking Madonna Holiday. My friends, hate is an instant ban. I abide by the tolerance paradox. I do not tolerate intolerance. No, we just don't do that here. Yes, it was. I stand up for my communities. I am a member of the queer community, hence the love, and during June my bisexual flag flies in that window. Yeah, we also have this because I make sure this is a safe place for my queer allies, friends, family, and otherwise. I have a number of transgender family and friends, so if you are going to spew transphobic bullshit in my chat, you will not last long. Why is it he asked for classic rock and my first thought is Kansas? Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Hi, Tookers. Let's see what other. Just call me angel of the morning, angel. Just touch my cheek before you leave me, baby. Well, hello. Yep, I know. Well, you gotta step back and I'll scoot over and you can come say hi to the new friends, okay? Step back. Back, back, back. My wheels are gonna go there, Goober. There you go. All right. Yep, yep. Thank you. Come here, buddy. I know. He came up on the wrong side, and because I didn't turn and let him jump up in my lap over there, he decided to walk away. Yep. Thank you. I was a musician once upon a time. I like to say in a previous life because, well, that was high school. I wanted to join the Navy band. Couldn't do that. Got fucked over on my audition. Not that I'm bitter about it 30 years later. So yeah, I play multiple instruments. Active gamer. That sounds like a fun name. What games do you play? Oh god. I don't remember what the whole comment was, but I made reference to liking the clicky clacky math rocks. Fortnite's not bad. But I mentioned that I like the clicky clacky math rocks, but that was another story altogether, and the person I was responding to is like, please elaborate. And I'm like, polyhedral dice. I used to be an RPGer. Ooh, Roblox is fun. Kind of. I can't get into it as much. That is cool, John. Yeah, I'm happy to know I'm good background noise for the creativity there. I like it. Hey, considering my past in IT itself, I mean, it actually kind of feels appropriate. I gotta move candles so I can grab the clicky clacky math rocks. Bummer, that's okay. I'm moving candles so I can do something here. Candle came out of its holder again. Boom. Come here, you. You go there. Open sesame. There's the clicky clacky math rocks. Cool. Thank you. Yep, that's the spare set. But I'm like, they're polyhedral dice. I can generally lay hands on 2 to 3 sets easily. Although, I don't know how many of you might be RPGers out there. Ah, she's an... At least you didn't land in the trash can this time. So, I'm hopeful at least one of you out there is into RPGs and will appreciate this. Check out the itty bitty baby dice. Are they not adorable? This is 2 sets of mini D&D dice. Blend on it. Boop, be-doop, boom. I am tattooed. I am pierced. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 piercings, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tattoos right now. My favorite drink, I have 2 things that I drink pretty consistently, and you will see me drinking both of them on stream. I live on coffee and cream soda Dr. Pepper. I have never been a beer drinker. I am a child of 2 alcoholics. And so, yeah. Hey, Kiki. I tend to avoid alcohol. Oh, he's a pupper! Ah! Oh, that is a very cute puppy, Kiki. Is it? Oh, no, it's Chi-Chi. QI is Chi. But I have been a caffeine addict since I was very, very young. My mother used to feed me coffee to put me to sleep at night. Piano Oracle. Wait. Damn. I'll have to look at that later. But I'm a creative person. I write short stories. I write poetry. I actually have some of my writing up on the internet. I can share links later. I'm trying not to promote myself too much here, even though it technically is my channel. I am very, very, very big. I don't need drugs. I am drugs. I love it, Chi. I do use cannabis. However, I do not necessarily use it to get high. I live with chronic pain. Excuse me. And so it is my pain medication. And it helps me sleep at night. It helps prevent some of the PTSD, PTSD nightmares. It's so nice to be able to just roast a bowl and go to bed instead of taking a freaking handful of pills every day. I do not like taking pills. You're going to yeah, I know. Where's my lighter? Nope, they're not in Betsy. Found my damn extension cord that I was looking for last weekend. Sorry. Oh. A black poodle. Oh. Sorry for the loss of your pupper. They were adorable. We have the 3 dogs and the furry overlord, cat that we have in our house. They are my furry children. To the point, when I'm talking to particularly 2 dogs in particular and telling them to go find one of my human kids, I say go find your brother or go find your sibling. And my children accept this and acknowledge that the dogs and cat are their siblings. It's amusing. I don't drink anymore. So I got the furry overlord thing from a meme that I have seen running around the internet. It's basically a cat from here up with, a like shelf or something, and it says, "My life is ruled by a tiny furry overlord." And it looks like Fuzzbutt, so I'm like, yep, Fuzzbutt is our furry overlord. He has become the benevolent furry overlord of late. Maybe I shouldn't have shaken it. I have to be doing something with my hands or I get even more distracted. So please bear with me. I'm sorry. Ish. Sorry, not sorry. There we go. Whoopsie. I just spilled wax on my frickin'... Oh, well. At least it's the desk mat. Ah, okay. I joke that I'm only half gay or part-time gay. I am bi. I have one child who is pan, one who is, I think he said pan the other day. I have one who is non-binary, and not sure exactly how they identify relationship-wise. I know they were ace, but further on in their non-binariness, they have discovered a desire, so... But I don't plan on ever having grandkids from the biologicals. If I get some, yay. If I don't, no worries. Yes, we do have pretty much all the colors. What is my ethnicity? I am a mutt. Predominantly English, Irish, Scottish, Prussian. So, yeah, I'm human. Get more pets. You know, I would think about it if I didn't have one doggo who is extremely reactive to other dogs and a cat who hates all other cats. I think he thinks he's a dog. But yes, my furry children are the absolute best. But let's see what else. Yep. We are very LGBTQ friendly in this house. We have our token straight person. I'm surprised he didn't grump at that one. Yes. Yeah, we very much say we are all human. I am accepting of all religion. I was baptized into the Episcopal Church as an infant. My grandfather was an Episcopal priest and an expert theologian. I have attended services. That's a name. Hey, from Croatia. Have attended services for multiple different Christian faiths. Have a bunch of Mormon friends. Have a bunch of ex-Mormon friends. I have a couple of friends who are former Jehovah's Witnesses, so. Yep. Oh, you think these remind you? These are my normal glasses. The ones that I wear when I'm actually doing my readings and that during Daily Draw are even more Elton John. I have these. Very Elton John-like. Am I lesbian? Is there a reason you're asking? You and your little fit bunny has that damn song stuck in my head. Yep. Only half lesbian. My husband tends to object if I try and say I'm a lesbian. I was walking Tookers the other day and was singing, "It's a Little Fit Bunny." Oh God, cats, I swear. A cat eating dog food is less problematic than the dog eating the cat food. Cat food is like a dog eating prime rib and rich shit constantly. That makes sense considering they were Iris Apfel's brand and she was very Dame Edna. She was an amazing woman. Where is my little thingamajigger that I need? That'll work. I have wax on my desk mat, and if I don't clean it up, my brain's gonna scream. Boing. Oh, that didn't work. Sandals in the bin. Oh, dear Lord. No. How would he be gay if he's with a woman? Last time I checked, that was a heterosexual straight relationship. On his side. We have a heteropassing relationship. But no, he's the token straight member of the family. Something just made noise on the laptop. Grr. That's actually one of my favorite Elton John songs. Don't Go Breaking My Heart. That one and I'm Still Standing. I love I'm Still Standing. Oof. Yeah, too much dog food and Kitty won't get enough nutrition, but yes, so rich. We'll talk, Mimi. Yes, I am a member of the queer community, as are all three of my biological children. Oh, it's dirty and icky. We have our token straight member of the family. That would be my husband. I love you. $27, $24, $22. Yes. Yes, I know which song you're talking about. Elton John is an amazing artist. I have eclectic musical taste. My preferred genre these days, if I'm listening to music, is going to be 80s and 90s pop and country, usually a mix of those at the same time. I love the resurgence of a cappella. Thank you, Pentatonics. Pentatonics led us to voice play, and I absolutely love both of them. Jeff Castellucci, yes. Oh my God, I could listen to him all day. Oh, wait, I have a couple of times. But I listen to everything from classical on up to certain hard rock. I don't do a lot of hip hop or R&B. Why would he? I don't understand. Have I ever given you a reason? Probably, but we won't go there. Are you talking? Because all of a sudden my laptop went. Okay. Same. I just everything went silent. So I'm like, did I lose something? Besides my mind this time? A few bars of rock. Dragula is the first thing that comes to mind, but I can't remember the lyrics of it enough. Enter Sandman comes to mind, but again, I can't. Nope. My brain is glitching. Again, welcome to having an autistic ADHD brain. Random access memory, emphasis on random. Yeah, I can't even come up with Crazy Train. Damn. Yeah, my brain is not happy right now. Now, ask me country music from the 40s and 50s or classic oldies. I can probably do that. Yep, because there's Beach Boys in my head. I am still stunned somewhat by the fact that Charles Manson befriended one of the Beach Boys. God. I know. No, I know. No. Yeah, Chi-Chi. Asperger's has been folded into the autism spectrum disorder, primarily because of the overlap in symptoms, and it's been acknowledged that Asperger's was part of autism, and throw in the not so pleasant ties of Hans Asperger. But yes, that's where I land on the spectrum as well. That is what my oldest was diagnosed with at 10-ish. God, I haven't listened to Skid Row since I was in high school. Oh. Extremes More Than Words comes to mind, but no, we're still on the spectrum. It's just the actual diagnosis of Asperger's in the DSM-5 got just kind of folded into autism, which, and they're now leveling autism, and it's based on support needs, which is kind of skewed anyway, because while I am low support needs in doing something like this, I am high support needs in basic day-to-day stuff, like keeping my house in order, being able to pay bills, remembering to do shit on time. So the lack of understanding, well, the fact that autism is graded on how inconvenient we make neurotypicals' lives is frustrating. Yep. I don't disagree that it's evolution. I firmly believe that those of us on the lower support need end of the spectrum are evolving. I have also learned that one of the things that leads to borderline personality disorder is undiagnosed or untreated / unaccommodated neurodivergence. And it makes sense. Most of the people I know who are borderline are neurospicy and either don't know that they are yet, keyword yet, or were not diagnosed until adulthood. And it's kind of interesting. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's not that autism is an epidemic. It's that we're no longer being shoved away into homes so that we're not seen in public. We've been here all along. I mean, hell. Einstein, Beethoven, Tesla, Marie Curie and her husband, Shakespeare was thought to be, all of these people but when we look back at them historically, they are all showing signs of being on the spectrum. I mean, I occasionally Google it. Da Vinci was, yep. There is one person, I cannot remember. It was like Charles Darwin or one of the other authors. People could set their watches by his routine because he went for a walk every day at exactly the same time. And was known for being obsessive in his note keeping, etc., etc., etc. See, Mimi, you have your ADHD and you've got the borderline. And when were you diagnosed with the ADHD? I'm willing to bet you were diagnosed as an adult. Yep, Mimi is autistic with CPTSD. Hi, welcome to the club. Because I not only have the CPTSD, I have the DID to go along with it. There are 30 of us up here. Hence why my pronouns are typically she, they. Because it fucks with MAGA. And yeah, I also definitely believe that like attracts like, which is why we end up with so many autistic people in my chat and so many queer people and trans people, although queer, trans, same thing. But anyway, I digress. This just, we find each other and it's kind of cool and kind of awesome. And Andrea's missing today. Speaking of, born and raised on the West Coast, will never move off the West Coast. I cannot be landlocked. If I do not have access to salt water, I go absolutely fucking crazy. And I would not survive on the East Coast. No. I am far too West Coast. Thank you, Chi-Chi. I'm believing you're Chi-Chi. I believe you're Chi-Chi because the QI is Chi. Borderline Madonna. Come on. Nope. Get rid of the Debbie Gibson that sounds like the song Borderline. Oh, God. And Leon used to... I know Leon sings Borderline every time we have karaoke. But my brain is it's putting the borderline to the holiday theme. Holiday, celebrate. And that's all I can remember of that one. Kiki, roger that. Ooh. See, I was born on the south coast of Oregon, grew up in the Willamette Valley, spent a couple of years bouncing around Portland, settled in Woodburn for quite a few years. That's where I graduated high school. Went straight from high school into the Navy, ended up in San Diego for 8 months with the Navy, got sent back home. Yeah, I know. Melanie? ¿Dónde está mi teléfono? Hello. Probably. Oh my God, that's fucking hysterical. I asked him in Spanish and he responded in German and we both understood what we were both saying. But this... Well, yeah, that's true. What the I don't have my watch on to be able to ping it either. Whoops. Oh well. Yes, but it wasn't on the stand. Just grab my watch and hit the thingamajigger. Sun River. Sun River's gorgeous. But yeah. The only reason I want my phone is so I can get the theme, the melody for fucking Holiday. Or fucking, yeah. Borderline. Because I'm trying to get Borderline, but my brain keeps pulling Only in My Dreams by Debbie Gibson, which came out around the same time. So mind you, I grew up in the 80s. My brothers were teenagers in the 80s. So we listened to it. Oh shit. Yeah. All right. Boom. Boop. Borderline. 72. Ha. Over the borderline. There it is. Ha. Ha ha ha. Oh, Joram is my brother's age. I was born in 78. Hit me with your pet shark. Oh, don't let Amy see that, John. Amy has a couple of IKEA sharks. And she would happily smack you with her shark. That didn't sound right. Anyway. Steak on me. Yes, I know. I fucked that up. Life is so entertaining sometimes. Yes, definitely latchkey generation. My incubator did, for the most part, stay home with us kids. Until I was like second grade, at which point she started doing some stuff outside the home. But at that point, my brothers were very much teenagers. The eldest had left, and the youngest became my de facto babysitter and parent. The fact that he was Junior, named after our dad, worked beautifully for us because when I had field trips or paperwork that the school needed to have signed and I would forget to have mom do it, Big Brother would sign his name, but nobody could prove it was him because it was Dad's name and all I had to do was say Daddy signed it this time. Everybody in the school district knew that my older brother was doing it, but because it was technically my dad's name and they had never seen Dad's signature, it flew. And Dad didn't care. Yes, we regularly sing Puppy Shark at Sergeant Snuggle Puppy. No, he's not in his bed. Oh, see... I got my first stitch because of being latchkey kids. So the parental rule was no friends over while mom and dad weren't home. We ended up with, I'm not sure how many kids at our house this day, but some of them were my friends, some of them were my brother's friends. We were playing hide and go seek. And I was being chased by it. I was cornered in a bedroom. I went out the window and there were the fish hook like hooks on the screens. Caught my lip on it. And yeah, that was the end of the game. My brothers walked me down to the doctor's office because our doctor was like 2 blocks away. And we would have been fine. Except for the fact I did need a stitch. And he's like, I have to call your mom. And therefore, the boys were like, no. So yeah, that was my first experience with stitches. You were very good at signing your dad's signature. Mom's was harder. Yep. I couldn't get my dad's, but I could my mother's after a while. Okay, how do you feel to know that I do know what year this is? Like a sturgeon. That's totally a Weird Al song. No, wait. No, Weird Al did a version of Like a Virgin. No, his is Like a Surgeon. I have heard Like a Sturgeon, though. Simply the Zest. Yep. No, it has been loaned out to a young man who is a student at the local middle school. I need to contact his aunt to get it back. I miss my sax. The only one of my instruments I could lay hands on with any sort of ease is my flute. I want an oboe. I swear, that is the next instrument I want to get. Because if I got an oboe, I would probably happily go back to the local woodwind group and play. 30 years later, I'm still miffed at my high school band director. We were playing Can You Feel the Love Tonight in band. And there's this, the very beginning of it, if anybody knows the song, is a wonderful oboe solo. And he set us to play that song after my girlfriend and I did a duet of Oh Holy Night on flute. So my oboe reed was dry, and he did not give me enough time to properly soak my reed so it would sound right. So I didn't get that part right, and I was so pissed off at him. Let's see. The only instruments I want to buy are the ones I play. I have my flute. The Munchkin has a piccolo that I can steal potentially. I have my alto. I would like a berry. But I don't. That's kind of expensive, and I don't know that I'd play it very much. I do have an electric piano, my keyboard. That was my Christmas present from the man behind the curtain a few years back, and I love it. I mean, Snoopy has music. Snoopy is another love of mine. I can still read sheet music as fluently as I can read words on a page. Actually, it's Garnet. I have a January birthday, so. Oh, there we go. Turn it right side up. That is a Garnet. It's just not quite as deep red as my balls. Faceted balls. I don't have my sax. Maybe later. It is not as easily accessible. As I said, I could potentially. I hear you, Jerome. I can still, this many years later, play the Jurassic Park theme song on flute, though. It's one of my favorites. The spinner takes it all, the voter standing small. See, I first learned of that one through Glee. The winner takes it all. My friend, it is not most people in the U.S. who are Islamophobic. There are a number of Islamophobic assholes in this country, but by far not the majority. They are just simply the most vocal minority. I myself will not say that, because in my opinion, that would be like me saying, praise any of the gods that I don't follow, and I do not, I won't say worship, but I will say that I do have loved ones who are Muslim, and it is an actually very interesting religion. It's a very peaceful religion. But I will not say praise, I will not praise a God I do not worship. Because the word God applies to everything from Zeus to Allah to Odin to Yahweh. It is not a matter of being phobic of the religion. I am not going to appropriate a religion that I do not belong to. That is a me thing. I feel that is far, far more disrespectful. Yeah. Safeway is like a bloody cathedral. I don't disagree there. I do not speak Arabic. It is not my religion. It is not my place. That would be like me coming to you and saying, that is like me coming to you and saying that you must praise Bridget. All hail Bridget, the queen of all things. Okay, I'm done. You call me racist, you're gone. Because I am far from fucking racist. Praise Bob. Thank you, John. That's what the man behind the curtain was telling me. Thank you, Kiki. Thank you, Ria. I am very much a liberal. Bridget with the big flame. I will support whoever is willing to defend human rights for all people. Healthcare is healthcare. Healthcare is a right. Housing is a right. Clothing and food. Food is a right. A living wage is a human right. These are my thoughts. Why did I put the Triceratops with his butt facing me? Yeah. I don't ascribe to the left-right thing much. It is genuinely the haves and the have-nots right now. They are doing everything in their power to make it a left-right thing because they want to keep the lower class people fighting amongst themselves, so the top 1% who are hoarding 50% of the world's wealth can keep doing this. I don't disagree with the why is the right called the right if they are wrong and the left called the left even if it's right. I don't necessarily disagree. I have not done the historical research on that one, but I am curious how we came up with the left and the right, and why the right is the conservative, etc., and the left is the progressive. But I also don't entirely understand why the conservatives feel that any kind of progress is a bad thing. Why do they want to drag us back to 1929? I don't get it. What is wrong with people evolving and learning and becoming better? I mean, we all watched Star Trek as kids, right? How many of us wanted to live in that future? Because, well, we're not going to get to that future without growing and learning and progressing. What do I think about ICE? Fuck ICE. I will be contacting my representative and saying that I would like them to vote against renewing their funding because their funding runs out this week. So I have said I have respect for him, but do I think he should be back? No. He served his 2 terms. He can't. It's that simple. The Constitution and the amendments to said Constitution have laid out that there will be only 2 terms. So, no, he did his job. He did what he could. And honestly, it is time for the fucking boomers to let go of power and let Gen X and the millennials step up. Because everybody keeps bitching about the fact that Gen X has fallen down on the job and Gen X isn't doing anything and Gen X is this and that. And we're going, well, what the fuck do you want us to do? The boomers have their claws so deep into the power, they won't let go of it. We are waiting for them to die the fuck off so we can actually do something. And by the time they die off, we're going to be too old to do much. So we're going to pass it on down to the millennials, who everybody, for some fucked up reason, still sees as being little kids with their mittens attached to their coat sleeves. It took me a very long time to realize that when they were talking about the millennials, they were talking about my age, because I'm technically a Zennial. I am the tail end of Gen X, and early, I'm an elder millennial. So I'm a Zennial, and that is my age group. And these people are talking about how millennials ruined this, and millennials did that, and millennials are this, and they're that. I'm like, are you talking about toddlers or fully grown adults? Because the way people talk about millennials online, at least 10 years ago, was that they're still fucking toddlers or kindergarteners. Yes. I don't rap. No. I can. I do not. But it's really frustrating. And then I see people bitching, and here's another rant of mine. Oh shit. We are 2 hours. Okay, I'm gonna vent this real quick and then we'll be done. I take issue with people bitching about gentle parenting. What people are bitching about is permissive parenting. Genuine, true, gentle parenting involves getting down on the child's level, telling them they fucked up, telling them how they fucked up, and letting them know that there are going to be consequences and they need to make reparations. I have watched this in real time, and the genuine gentle parents that I know, their kids are some of the best behaved kids. Yes, I have a 25-year-old child, and I am watching them and their older brother and younger brother, and I have so much hope. Because we have broken down a lot of the barriers as Gen X and millennials, while the fucking boomers still are holding all of that power, that once the boomers die off, we might actually be able to make some progress here. Thank you, John. And on that note, with John saying that I'm totally awesome, thank you very much. All of you guys are fabulous, wonderful people. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being respectful in my chat. I very much appreciate that. And now, my friends, let's go out there and spread love, spread joy, spread kindness, because there's enough darkness and hate out there. Please try to be a beacon of light and hope for those stumbling in the dark. And then make sure you tell your loved ones in all their forms, 2 legs, 4 legs, wings, fur, scales, paws, and claws, that they mean the absolute world to you, because time passes so much faster than any of us even realize. And those chances to say I love you are not guaranteed. If you take only one thing away from everything I do here every day, please let it be that you are always loved. You are always wanted. And you do have a reason for being here, even if you don't know what it is yet. It took me till I was 45. I will see you all very, very, very soon. I love you to bits. Namaste, my witchlings. Have a fantabulous rest of your day or night.